Okay, everyone, thank you for joining us today for Let's Boost Your AI Search. So we're going to give you a bit of an intro to AI search and hopefully give you some tips on how to improve it as well. So just this usual safe harbor notice here, in case we do talk about anything that's coming in the future, just be aware that things may change. This is part of a live on ServiceNow interactive series. So if you would like to join other sessions, G2 has posted a link into the chat. You can go to the registration page and see upcoming events. So a little bit of housekeeping. We do have some time for Q&A at the end, but please feel free to use the Q&A function in Zoom, or I believe you can all talk. So please feel free to jump in if you have any questions. This presentation will be recorded and it's going to be shared on the ServiceNow community. And after the event, you'll get a short feedback survey. If you can provide any feedback, that would be great. So firstly, my name is Alex Chong. I'm a product success manager for ITSM and DevOps, responsible for the APJ region. So my details there, you can contact me if you have any further questions. So just to get an idea of where everybody's at with AI search, I'm just going to run a quick poll. Launching that now. So just give us an idea of whether you're actually using AI search and which parts of AI search are you using it for, or whether you're still on Zing search, the old ServiceNow search. Okay, 9 out of 10. One more result. 10 out of 10, perfect. Poll. Okay, so it looks like 50% of you are still using Zing contextual search. Okay, so hopefully we'll give you some tips on how to get started with AI search today. Most of you are using it on of the people that are using it, you're using it on Employee Center and Virtual Agent. That's good to see. Not many people are using it in Now Mobile. Some people using it in Global Search. And I've got one person that doesn't know the difference. Okay, so we'll hopefully educate you that on that as well. Cool. Let's move on. So the reason behind AI search is basically expectations have changed. People are very much expecting information to be available on any device in context at the moment of need. That's why Zing search wasn't quite meeting that need, and we've introduced AI search. So what does AI search give us? It's more relevant. So this is a search KPI, basically average click position, means that they're really getting they're getting the results in the top 2 positions. So it's better and more relevant results. We're also seeing things like 69% click-through rates. So it's effectively your search results are helping you to deflect cases and incidents by surfacing answers and actions immediately when you search. And also, we've continually improved AI search. So now there is a much more reduced effort in setting up AI search from when it was first introduced. We've been using AI search at ServiceNow now, and here are some of the figures that we can see that we've experienced within ServiceNow. So 3.5 times faster. Our searches were taking up to 10 seconds to get us results, and now it's about 2.5 seconds. We're measuring relevancy increases of 2.9 times, and AI search gives us the ability to have tuning, have improved stability in search, and have better analytics into the user's journey as well. So this is just a little bit of history about search. Search has come a long way since the first days of Googling. So search was primitive and provided simple keyword searching, but it couldn't handle little differences in languages, such as matching the word run and running. So things like that have improved to introduce semantic search. So with semantic search, it's a bit more natural language processing. So different things around how people ask for things in natural language that was catered for more. Then there was contextual search, so providing search results more in context. This is sort of where Zing was. So if you remember, I think it's still used today, but where you have instance and you look for similar instance, that sort of contextual search is where Zing came into it. And it was also optimized more around the user's device being used, things like location as well. So that's also part of contextual search. Then came cognitive search, which sought to understand really what the user's asking and trying to accomplish. Instead of returning a list of websites, it was more about providing things like last night's game score for their favorite team or website. So trying to understand what the user was after and providing them results. And now what we have is actionable search, which is where AI search falls into it. So you will see when we demo to you, AI search actually can provide actionable results. So if you search for something, there's a catalog item that's relevant, you can straight from the search results go into ordering that catalog item. We'll show you that a little bit later. So AI search is built on 3 pillars. It's meant to be natural, smart, and easy. So by natural, what we mean is, there's functions like autocomplete. It starts with really detecting what the customer's query intent is. So what is it that they're trying to find or solve? And then the user things like autocorrect. So if you have spelling mistakes there, it can detect and handle that. It can do things like synonym expansion. I'll show you some of that later as well. And you can introduce your own synonyms as well to be more relevant to your organization. Another thing is it supports multilingual searches. So that's something that we didn't really have before. Now you can search multiple languages. It's also intended to be smart. So machine learning is continuously improving the relevancy scores based on the user's behavior. So, if a result comes up and you can mark, the user clicks on the 5th result, the next time that score is improved, right? So it's continually improving those scores based on what people are actually selecting. Results are personalized based on the user's metadata and context. So you can do things like promote or boost results for a user based on their location, based on the content. We can show you some of that a bit later. And you can also provide quick answers by extracting snippets from KB articles. And I think I mentioned before actionable results. So we call those genius results. You can have that as well. Finally, it's all meant to be easy. So all this is accomplished via an intuitive admin user interface. There's robust search analytics available as well, with dashboards to show you metrics about insights of what people are searching for, the queries that they're executing, whether or not they're finding answers. It's a simple process to really set up and start indexing and providing users with that better search experience. So initially, AI search was more centered to self-service, and we've now evolved that more into a productivity as well. So it is now available, with the Now experience. So it's available within global search and configurable workspaces, and is more suited to improving productivity. So from an architecture standpoint, this is sort of what it looks like. On the left-hand side, we've got ServiceNow data, so tables, etc. You can also index external content. So if you have external content connectors, you can index things like SharePoint and then service that through ServiceNow as well. So I've got another slide on that, but we'll show you that in a second. In the middle, you've got the search indexing. So all those data sources get indexed and then get presented through various channels or applications like global search, Now Mobile, portal, virtual agent, workspace search. So you have to configure the applications for where those search results are presented. And as I said, supporting all of that, you've got machine learning, natural language understanding, NLP, and analytics as well. So we do have various connectors for AI search. So you are able to index external content directly and bring those results into ServiceNow. So what that means is, there's no duplication in the ServiceNow database. If you're having to create content and create knowledge articles about maybe things like Microsoft tech support articles, which may already exist outside or exist in other places in your organization. That actually, just to mention that those search connectors, it's licensed separately. So please speak to your account team to check whether you're licensed for the search connectors. Okay, so AI search for next experience. So as I said before, initially AI search was only for mainly for the self-service side for the portal. So we've now made it easier for you to enable AI search for the whole of the platform or for next experience. So there is a store app which you can download and install if you haven't set up AI search yet. So look for the AI search for next experience app. And basically, it has all the standard configurations for next experience and makes it easier for you to activate that. Another store app that you should also pull down as well, if you haven't done so already, is AI Search Management Tools. And this is the app that gives you insights into and the analytics into people's search experiences and what people are searching for, how the queries are performing, etc. AI search data labeling. So this is an Innovation Labs app at the moment. It's there to help you through shooting AI search, and also helps with migration from Zing to AI search as well. So if you haven't migrated yet, you can look for this app, and it will help. I believe there's a guided setup that helps you walk through migrating Zing to AI search. So a couple of things that were new in Utah before we move into the demo. So facet enhancements and cross-table support. So there's basically some enhancements to the filters that are on the left-hand side there. We now support searching across multiple tables and multi-value field facets as well. enhanced next experience search. Okay. So this is yeah. So there's some improvements to the next experience search as well that was introduced in Utah. So and I will demo some of this. I will demo the flow, but basically, adding on to the architecture that I showed you before, you've got how you set up the AI search is you first have to set up the index sources. So which tables is being indexed? Where is the data? You sort of filter and limit the search content. So, for example, you might be looking at just active knowledge base articles, right? So not the retired ones. So that's where the search sources are. You're creating that filtering. And then you attach that to a profile, and the profile gets used on a search application. So there are various places where you can enable AI search, and you don't have to enable it for all of them. That's basically the setup. I think what I'll do now is jump over to a demo. So the first thing, if you haven't enabled AI search already, is to check that it is enabled on your instance. So by now, well, with Utah, I believe, and maybe even before Utah, but in new instances all have AI search enabled by default. So if you have an older instance that hasn't been enabled yet, you need to request it, and you can check the AI search status. You go to AI search status, and it should tell you whether your instance is AI search ready. So if you see that it's not ready, you'll need to request that through support. If it is ready, there is an AI search guided setup here. So this kind of takes you through that setup process on the PowerPoint slide that I showed you before. So first, it's about defining searchable content. What are the index sources and what are the search sources? So I click into one of these and click configure. It'll take you to all the index sources or the records representing that you need to set up. So the first time that you use AI search, you'll probably see this little triangle against all these index sources, which means they haven't been indexed yet. If you do see that, all you have to do is just select the ones that haven't been indexed and click on index all tables. Just going back. Yeah, and there's information about the whole setup process here within the guided setup as well for you to read. Okay, so I won't go through the whole guided setup, but as I said, the process is there this is here for you, to pull together all the things that are required to configure AI search. If you have that plugin for next experience search installed, then I believe it's pretty easy to get that done. So most of the sources have been defined for you, and you just need to go in there, check them, and then activate them. I'm just gonna go now to the Employee Center just to show you a demo. It's better to do that from here. Okay, so this is the Employee Center. This has had an AI search profile attached and AI search activated. So if I just do a search, some of the features of AI search, you can see the different tables that it's searching across here. So you can tab across to see the results from the different areas. And then you've got search facets along here for you to start filtering the results as well. the other thing about AI search is, it's now integrated to Next Experience. So from the global search here, I can type something. And what this is doing is it's also giving you search suggestions, and then it's also searching across various. You can search across different workspaces or global as well. So I could search specifically for within the service operations workspace within global. So let's do this. So I'll open that. It'll open in the workspace. And view all results. So very similar to the portal. You'll see all the different things that it's searching across the top, and then filters down the left. And you also can sort by date or most relevant on this side as well. So that's basically the searching. I'm going to go into a bit more detail about setting it up and some of the enhancements and improvements that you can make to it. So one thing that's really useful is search preview. So search preview. This is one of the utilities that comes with the one of those plugins. I can't remember which one it was, but if you grab those two plugins, you'll get that. You'll get the preview. Actually, sorry. Oops. And when you're setting up and configuring your search, this is where you want to be testing your search results. So for example, let's search for, so if I search for you'll see that it's only giving me the result for matching David Liu. So if I wanted this to also, I want to create a synonym for this one. So 000 as out of office. So what I can do is I can go to the search profile for Employee Center, this is the one that I've got tied to my Employee Center. I've done this before, but basically within this search profile, you've got the search sources, you've got the synonyms, stop words, typo handling, genius results, and result improvement rules. So synonyms is where I can go in and add a synonym. I added this before, but I deactivated it. Just gonna activate that. So every time you make a change, it'll tell you that you need to publish it before it takes effect. I have to publish this. And then when I go back to my preview, just click refresh to make sure it's active. So before, when I searched 000, it wasn't really expanding that synonym. It was only giving me results which matched 000. But now when I search 000, it's actually expanded the synonym. I can see that here, right? 000 has been expanded out of office, and it's giving me the result for out of office. So this is how you can make search results more relevant for your organization. I'm sure there's plenty of terminology within your organization and acronyms within your organization that you could define into synonyms to help improve your search results. So another way that you can improve your search results is result improvement rules. So there's 3 types of rules. One is to promote. One is to boost, One is to promote, and the other is to block. So I've defined 3 rules just to show you as an example. For this one, I've defined a boost rule. I'm actually going to, 1 second, what's this doing? So this is basically, I'm boosting knowledge results. So whenever someone types laptop in the short description, I'm going to make sure that the knowledge results are more prevalent. So if I search it here, so this one's not active yet. So if I search new laptop, the results that I'm getting, new PC request, new hire IT requests. So a lot of this is coming from, you see the top results are coming from the catalog, and then the knowledge base results are coming later. So I am just going to do something. Sorry. So yeah, I had this active on something else before. I need to update this to be active on all queries. Publish that. We go back to here. Refresh this. When I type this, what I should be seeing is knowledge base articles. I think it's still matching. It's still matching catalog item because it's relevancy based. So if I remove new, it's now giving me knowledge as the top results. So this is all. It's basically boosting these scores. So the scores that you see here are being boosted by this rule. What I'm saying is, if the short description matches laptop, boost the score by 1000%. So that's you can do things like that. So you might be able to boost based on some use cases that people boost based on is maybe the user's location. So you can use context like that to boost search results. So that's just a really simple example. Another example is promoting things. So I've just got this set up so that if I type the word promo on it, it's going to promote this new hire orientation catalog item. So no matter what I type, no matter what my search is, oh, 1 second. Okay, so do you see what it did there is I wasn't seeing the results that I was expecting because, oops, what? No. It's actually done an autocorrect for me, so it's searching for laptop promote. So that's not what I want. I want to search for laptop promo. And now when I search for laptop promo, it's matching the keyword that I have to help me promote new hire orientation. So whatever it is I type, search for something else. Again, it's done the autocorrect for me, but if I, if it's matched this keyword, it's going to promote this for me, new hire orientation. That's basically what this promo rule is doing. And then the last example I've got for you is just how to block things. So I have this firewall rule change catalog item, which I don't want to be made available if the user's context is China. So if the user's country is China. So if I search for firewall, this is the catalog item that you normally get. Now, if I change the location, actually, sorry, it should be country to China because that's what I set it up with, and I search that again, it's no longer coming up. That's because I changed that to China. So if I change it to another country, search again, I'm getting firewall rule. So that's just the way that you can use that to block certain things based on different criteria in different contexts. So I hope that demo was useful. Just going to jump back to the slides. Does anyone have any questions about what you've been shown today, or any questions about AI search?
There's no question in the Q&A, no question in the chat. Just a reminder, you're all of you attending this webinar, you can actually just unmute yourself and ask your question. You all have the ability to talk.
I'm curious if anybody's using, for those that are using AI search, are you using any of those capabilities that I was going through today? Have you guys got synonyms? You've got boost rules? It'd be interesting to hear what everybody's.
Mimi just raised her hand, so I think she has a question. So go ahead, Mimi.
Yes, thank you. At the moment, we haven't turned on next experience yet. So in that regards, we are not getting all these features, or we have, most of the features, the one you demonstrated.
You should have most of the features. The only features that you wouldn't be getting is you wouldn't really have this stuff. So the global search and the searching the workspace.
Okay.
But everything else would be available to you. So this is for the my ESC portal search profile.
Right.
So when you install that plugin, you will get this for next experience. You'll get this profile, next experience search configuration. Actually, let me go there. Let me go there. Oops. The best, easiest way to get to it is just to show you setup. So search profiles. That's why I did navigate. Yeah, you'll get this next experience search configuration here. And then all you have to do is, make sure it's got everything that you want to search, do your usual configurations, and then publish. Well, make sure it's active and then publish it. So that's when you install that plugin for next experience search, you should get this search profile, and most of this setup will be done for you already.
Sure. Thank you, Alex.
While I'm here, may as well show you some of the analytics stuff as well. So I don't know if I have any data. Yeah, I probably don't have enough data to show you some of this stuff because it's a demo instance. But yeah, you'll be able to start delving into, you know, how your indexes are performing and what queries are going on. Cool. Any other questions, comments, experiences that you'd like to share?
Hi, this is Rahul here. Just have a question whether AI search is fully available for the PDIs as well.
Search for PDIs. I don't know the answer to that. Natalie, do you know?
I have to check. I don't want to say yeah. I think yes, but I have to check with the AI's, all of the AI capability. I'm not sure if it's been made available in PDI. Can we?
Yeah.
So Rahul, can we? Alex and I will take it as an action item, and we'll make sure that we answer that question in the on the community.
Yeah, sure.
And,
Thank you so much.
and if you can check for yourself, right? So you can go to, in your PDI, just go to AI search status and check what it says on this page. So if it says that it's AI search ready, then you're good to go. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure there'll be a link to a knowledge base article or something there that says it is or it isn't available for PDIs.
Okay, yeah, sure. Thank you for that.
But yeah, we'll check and we'll post the answer on the community as well.
Thank you.
Okay, I think the other thing to mention is, you know, AI search with the establishment of or with the introduction of generative AI, you know, AI search is a complementary piece to that. So it's really important that you start moving to these new technologies so that you can take advantage of all the generative AI stuff as well when that gets into the platform in Vancouver. Other than that, if we have no other questions or comments, I think we'll be able to wrap up early. We'll give you guys your time back. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, maybe in the next AI search session, please feel free to give us that feedback as well.
Before we wrap up, so I just posted, we're having a number of sessions onto the community that are happening during the Asia Pacific hours. So just to note, if you want to be informed of what's coming into our roadmap, so I'm doing a session on the 18th of July. We have the success dashboard on the 20th. We are also going to do at the same time walk-up experience. On the 27th, we actually have VA and NLU, early August performance analytics, and DevOps change velocity coming up as well. So we'd love to see you back in one of these sessions. And so make sure you go to our community page and sign up for these sessions. And if there's anything you'd like us to bring to these events, just make sure when you provide feedback that you let us know. It'd be great to hear you know, what you would like to see in these sessions. So Rahul, I see a hand up. Do you have a question or something you'd like to add?
All right. I think Alex has already answered my question that it's the AI search is available across workspaces.
Yes, it's certainly available. So from that global search that I showed you before, you can once you've enabled it in Next Experience, it will be available for workspace searches as well.
All right. Thank you, Alex.
There's another similar question about agent workspace. So Shailesh, yeah, so Agent Workspace. So the thing about Agent Workspace is it's now, I can't remember if it started deprecation process already, but basically you
yes,
should
we have.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
we're
thought so.
AI search, we're not making it available on the ITSM Agent Workspace as we've announced the deprecation path for Agent Workspace. So all customers that are using actively ITSM Agent Workspace, we're asking them to start planning their transition to the Service Operation Workspace.
Yeah, so definitely you should be moving away from Agent Workspace if you're still on Agent Workspace. Thank you.
So deprecation, so that we've just announced the deprecation, so that goes over, so that means new customers coming to ServiceNow are not going to be able to turn on the plugin. And for existing customers, they have 3 releases to transition to Service Operation Workspace.
Great, thanks for those questions. So if there are no other questions, basically here's some resources that you can refer to for AI search. So there is an AI intelligence community forum, and from there you can get to the AI Academy. And within the AI Academy, it's run by our product managers, and it is out of the APJ time zone though, so it's mainly run in the US time zones. But the sessions are recorded, and you can watch recordings about everything AI, not just AI search, but a lot of things AI. And there's also a bunch of community articles and things there on the community forum for you to access as well. If you are just getting started, there is a free intro to AI search course on Now Learning. So Introduction to AI Search, that one there. So have a look for that one. I think it's pretty quick. So it's a beginner's course. It's pretty quick. It goes through most of the stuff that I went through today. Definitely get your hands on that one if you're just getting started. And then also we have a very detailed implementation guide on Now Create. So if you go to Now Create and search for an asset, search for AI search, you'll be able to find a really in-depth implementation guide there. I think it's a big PDF document. It's probably about, I don't know how many pages, but it goes through everything in a lot of detail.
So Tanmia, sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly, is the recorded session free to access users? So is the recorded session free to access users? So the session will be recorded and will be posted on the community. And I think we'll actually add the deployment guide as well there so that you have all that information easy to access in one place.
Yeah.
Is that answering your question, Tan? All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. Any other questions?
Cool. All right, if there's no other questions, thank you very much for joining us. I hope that was useful. And like I said, if please give us some feedback if there's other things that you'd like to see in AI search or anything else. Thank you.
And for those of you who are still here, we posted the additional sessions. So if you want to see what we're doing, not just in ITSM and part of our Vancouver in Washington releases, I'll be delivering the roadmap on the 18th. So make sure you sign up for this one. Love to have you there again. So thank you so much for your participation in this webinar today. Thank you, Alex, for this wonderful session on AI search. And I think it's a wrap. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.